Hey, it's Joe Amoya, the Ambassador for Love, and I'd like to tell you about something really cool that I've created just for you. It's called Online Dating the Right Way, how to effectively use the internet to find a great guy. See, if you're going to succeed at online dating, you've got to do two things. You've got to stand out. There are so many people online, and a guy literally will make a decision within 15 seconds if he's going to pursue you or not. So you've got to stand out among everybody else. And you've also got to learn how to screen men and how to screen them quickly. And if you learn to do these two things, online dating becomes a much easier and much more enjoyable experience. But unfortunately, most people, and if you're watching this, you're probably one of them, don't really enjoy it because you're not getting good results. And you know I'm all about getting good results. And that's why I actually created this program. This program is designed to help you get the results. Okay, it's not theory, it's not a bunch of fluff, it's real life practical skills and strategies that you can immediately start using to create great results. So what are some of these things? Well, the first thing is you got to know what kind of sites to use and what kind of sites to avoid. See, I say online dating is a lot like fishing. And if you fish in polluted waters, no matter what you pull up, it's not going to be a very good experience. However, if you find a fresh spring or a fresh pond where there's lots of good quality fish, then what you start pulling in is a much better experience. And that's a lot how this online dating game works. You also have to know how to write a magnetic profile, one that's going to attach and to get the attention of the kind of guy that you're looking for. And there are actually three parts of that. You got to know what kind of headline to use. And you got to know what kind of picture to put up. Because the reality is that's the first thing that guys look at. And you might think you're putting up a great picture, but if the guy perceives that in a different way, you're going to attract the wrong kind of guys. And so if you have a habit of attracting the dirtbags, the guys who are only interested in sex, there's some things that are going on. There's some reasons that you're attracting them. And I'm not saying it's your fault. It's you don't know what you're doing. And that's one of the reasons we're creating this. You also need to know how to write your profile. See, here's a mistake. Everybody says the same thing. I'm a good person. I have a good heart. I love the beach. I love my dog. I have a glass half full attitude. Well, you know what? Everybody's saying that. So if you're saying what everybody else says, you're not standing out. And unless you got an incredible picture, the guys just go, no big deal. And so learning how to write a profile is extremely valuable. And if you learn how to do that, you start attracting the kind of guys that you're looking for. And the next thing is you need to know how to identify the red flags, because they're always, always, always there. The challenge is we get so caught up in the chemistry and the sex thing that we forget what the end goal is. And so you really have to understand the rules and the strategies of interaction in this online dating game. And did you know that there are actually 5 big mistakes that most women are making online dating? And so the good news is you're going to learn what those 5 mistakes are, and you'll learn how to avoid them. And most importantly, you're going to learn a simple strategy. I call it the one week rule. Have you ever met a guy and you text each other back and forth, or you talk on the phone, or you maybe even don't talk on the phone, and then you just go right away, and he's really great, and there's this amazing chemistry, and you think everything's great, and then 2 dates, 2 weeks, 2 months later, you realize he's a complete idiot. He's the exact opposite of what you're looking for. Well, I have a little strategy. It's called the 1 week rule that's going to put you in a position to make sure you do the right things for the right reasons. See, the reality is the reason why most people struggle with online dating is they just don't know what they're doing, and they've never been shown how. Now, the reason I know about this is because I actually met my wife online. And if you would have told me that, because we met years ago, I would have laughed. I would have called you every name in the book, and I would have bet everything I owned against it. Because online dating, that was for losers. That was for desperate people. But the reality is there are millions of people doing online dating today. It's the best, the easiest, and the quickest way to meet a good quality guy. The key is you got to know what you're doing. If you'd like to learn how to do that, I've created this awesome program. It's actually our product of the month. It's only $12, and it's not going to stay at that price for long. So if this is something that really resonates with you, you really want to know how to meet a guy in the comfort of sitting in your own home without having to go to bars or, singles events or, all those other things where you're, speed dating where you're just like, oh, what a waste of my freaking time. This is the program from you. I promise you it'll get great results. And I know it will get great results because I didn't just use it to meet my wife. I've used it with a lot of my personal mentoring clients where they've met the love of their life as well. So you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Go ahead, give it a try. I'll see you next time. God bless.